Hello and welcome back to another week of Open Mic Night. Tonight we talk about the save button for Facebook, the Comcast call from hell, and is Microsoft really cutting 18,000 jobs? Stick around, it's going to be a good show. All right, so welcome back to another week of Open Mic Night. Welcome to any new listeners we have. I know we might have a few tonight, and this is a product of WeagerTech.com, which is right there for you. And this is a show that I started doing. It runs every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, and it is a show where I cover just the news and that happened in the last week in the tech world. I keep you guys up to date. I give you guys the stories that matter to you, and I also give you guys a tip of the week at the end, something that'll make your life a little bit easier with tech. But as you guys know, the past few weeks, what I've been doing is I want to start out with a little personal update, something for you guys about my life. And so this past weekend, this actually involves tech. This past weekend, I went down to celebrate my sister's birthday in Kansas City. So I made the drive down there, and we went to, a lake, and we hung out with the family. And what I did was I was taking a lot of GoPro footage. I have a GoPro camera, and I was just taking some fun footage. Didn't really mean to do anything with it. I was maybe just going to keep it in a file folder somewhere and pull out someday to reminisce on her birthday. Well, what happened was I actually, on my phone, I have Google+, and my Google+ automatically backups all of my photos and my videos to Google+. Now, what Google+ also does is sometimes they group those videos together or photos together, and when they do what's called an auto awesome. And the auto awesome is pretty much they take a photo and they enhance it, or they edit together a really cool video. And I had honestly forgotten that I had even my Google+ backup on, and I had saved some of this GoPro footage to my phone. And what Google did was actually it made an auto awesome from all my GoPro footage, which I thought was really, really cool. So I thought I'd just share it with you guys. I have it right here, and I was going to show you what they did. So I thought that was pretty cool, a pretty cool little video from Google, the little auto awesome. So for those of you guys who want that, download the Google+ app, get a Google+ profile, and turn on the auto backups, and it'll just automatically back up all your photos. It won't post any of them. It won't do any of that, but it will back them up so you have a backup, and then it'll also do some really cool stuff like that. So that was my weekend. I spent the weekend with my sister for her birthday, so a shout out to Olivia. Happy birthday. She is now 17 and getting old, but I'm a proud older brother. She's a great younger sister. So that's a little personal update for me. So why don't we just jump right into the news? Let's start talking about it. The first story I want to talk to you guys about was that Facebook is adding a save button. So for those of you guys who are like me and you scroll through Facebook and you see maybe a video or a story that you like, you can like the video and that tells them, but when I try and go back and find that later, if I want to go back and show someone the funny video, or I want to go back and read that article, maybe it's a tech article that I want to talk about in my show, there's no way to do that. You can't go back and view your likes. You can't go back and do anything unless you reshare it, which then you could go to your profile. But what we all wanted kind of was a way to pretty much save these articles for later. And Facebook listened, and they now have a save button. And so if you're scrolling through most of the Friends Feeds post, if you click on kind of the top right corner of the post, one of the options will be to save that. And then you will have a little item on your left-hand column for your saved items, and you can go back there and view them at any time. I thought this was great because, it's kind of like Twitter. When you guys are on Twitter, that's kind of the function of the favorite button. I know a lot of people use the favorite button as kind of a like letting the person know, hey, that was a good post. And that's cool and that's great. But a lot of the reasons that the favorite button was created was that you can favorite something and come back to it later, because obviously you can go in on Twitter and view all of your favorites. Any tweet that you've favorited, you can go back and view that. And so I think this is a great addition from Facebook, something little, something that probably should have been in there from the beginning. And it'll just be a great addition to your Facebook if you are on Facebook. I know a lot of people actually are giving it up, but if you are still on there, I think it'll be a fantastic feature. And so the next story I want to talk to you guys about was that Microsoft is actually cutting 18,000 jobs. Satya Nadella, the man in charge now at Microsoft, is realigning the company, and most of those cuts are from the Nokia merger. But just to give you guys some numbers, 18,000 are being cut. They have roughly about 127,000 total employees. So that is a very large percentage of their total employee base. But Satya Nadella, everyone knows that he is coming in. He's the one who's supposed to kind of fix up Microsoft, take them in a new direction, redirect things. And I heard it, and I can't remember who said it, but in one of the Twit podcasts I was listening to, they said, it's kind of like turning a massive ship in the water. It takes about 8 hours to turn a massive ship once you start turning. So this is just the start of what Satya Nadella is doing to change the company. Now, a lot of people initially, when they hear 18,000 jobs are being cut, they think of it as a really bad thing. And it is. It's sad that those people are going to be cut. Now, a lot of those people have great skills, great resumes, and I'm sure they'll have no problem finding a job. But what this is doing is it's giving Microsoft a chance to kind of refresh and work with their new CEO, work with this guy to see where he wants to take Microsoft now. Obviously, Bill Gates is still on the board, and so he's going to have a big say in how this all goes, but they're really letting Satya Nadella go where he wants to go with Microsoft, and I think it really shows that their support of this 18,000 employee cut, that they are okay with him taking the company in the direction he thinks is fit, taking the company where he wants to go and where he thinks they will succeed in the future, which is something that I think Microsoft really, really needs. And so I think it's a good thing. I think that we'll see a brand new Microsoft in the future. I think it'll be good for them. And it's true. They are going to have to find a new way to stay relevant in the current tech market. And I think they will be able to do that. And I think this is a right step, a correct step. And I think it shows that Satya Nadella is willing to make the hard decisions. I guarantee it's not easy for anyone to have to cut 18,000 people. It's not easy for anyone to cut one person. And so that he has the commitment. He knows what he's doing with this company. And overall, I think it'll be a very, very good thing for Microsoft. But that is just one story that I want to tell you guys about tonight. So I want to take a quick break. Before I get into the Comcast story, and trust me, you want to hear the Comcast story, the customer service call from hell, I have a product for you guys. So you guys have gone to the store and you've bought razors to shave with, right? And it's a pain in the butt. And you end up overpaying for razors with all this new razor technology that you guys don't even need. Well, I have a solution for you guys, and it is DollarShaveClub.com. DollarShaveClub.com is the best way to get all of your shaving needs. They offer everything, and they ship it right to your door for prices that cannot be beat. They simply can't. They can't be beat. What do I use? I use the 4X razor blades. So when they ship it to you, it comes in this great little box like this. And so you get a box and you get all of your shaving products in here. So I use the 4X blades. So here's the handle, and they ship you 4 razors a month. So here are the razors right here. So there's all different prices for the different razors. So the one I do is $6 a month. $6 a month. That's crazy. I mean, those razors at the store cost at least $25, $20 for a pack of 4 razors, and these ones I honestly believe are better than the ones you're going to buy in store. I've used all the different razors. I've tried all the different brands. I really wasn't brand loyal before, but once I found Dollar Shave Club, they're cheaper and better quality, and they are amazing. But beyond razors, they offer everything you need to shave. Dr. Carver's Shave Butter. Use it before you shave. Use it while you shave. It's a shaving cream, and it is fantastic. Non-irritating. It's good on skin, and you don't get those annoying razor bumps. But then after you shave, go ahead and use the Dr. Carver's Post-Shave Lotion. This stuff, it's not greasy. It's not that greasy, lotion that you're going to put on that you've tried out before. It actually keeps your face hydrated. I look forward to shaving the next day because I know I get to use it. And one more product I never thought I'd use are their One Wipe Charlies. One Wipe Charlies are for men when you go to the restroom. They keep you fresh and clean down there, which is always good. They're peppermint scented and simply fantastic. So that is DollarShaveClub.com. Give them a try. They are cheaper than going to the store, and they ship it right to your door. So for $6 a month, you can get those razors shipped right to your door. It's a no-brainer. So dollarshaveclub.com/WegerTech. Give them a shot. I would not endorse any product that I don't use. I've been a dollarshaveclub.com customer now for about 2 years. They're fantastic. I have nothing to complain about. They're amazing, high-quality razors, great stuff, and I want to pass the news on to you, and so here it is. Try them out. There's no reason not to. Go sign up, try them out, and let me know what you think. Email me or tweet at me and say, hey, that was the best decision ever, because I know that's what your email is going to be. They're that good. All right, so on to the next news story. The story that I tweeted out, the story that I've been talking about on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, and obviously the title of this show. It is the Comcast call from hell. That's what it is. So what happened was Ryan Block, who is an AOL executive, ended up wanting to cancel his Comcast service. Him and his wife, Veronica Belmont, who is also prominent in the tech industry, were moving, and they wanted to cancel their Comcast service. So what they did was they called Comcast on the phone and said, hey, we want to cancel. So after 10 minutes of Veronica being on the phone, Ryan stepped in and got on the phone call and started recording. So this recording is already 10 minutes in, and this customer service rep will not let them cancel. He is asking over and over for a reason, and I'm just going to let you guys listen to a brief snippet. So remember, this is already 10 minutes into the call while they've been on the call with them. So I'm just going to give you guys a brief little snippet, and it goes on past this snippet too, but check this out.
Actually, by the end of next week, you're going to be 105 megabits per second for your internet. Astound will not give you that speed.
Okay, we'd like to disconnect. We'd like to disconnect, please.
Okay, so why is it that you don't want the faster speed? Help me understand why you don't want faster internet.
Help me understand why you can't just disconnect us.
Because my job is to have a conversation with you about keeping your service, about finding out why it is that you're looking to cancel the service.
I don't understand. Is this
if
for
you don't want to talk to me, you can definitely go into the Comcast store and disconnect your service there. Okay,
we're just asking for you to
kill two birds with one stone. You got to return that cable card to the store anyways.
We're actually going to just mail the cable card in, but if you can just please cancel our service, that would be great. That's all. That is all we want.
We're actually not able to return a cable card by mail.
Then I will send someone like a TaskRabbit to go return the cable card for us. I don't personally intend to go return the cable card. That's why we're probably not going to be canceling in store. So that's why I need you to cancel by phone. So can you cancel us by phone? The answer is yes, correct?
I mean, it sounds like you don't want to go over this information with me. I mean, if you're not wanting to go over that information, okay, then that's the easiest way to get your account disconnected.
All right, so you guys can kind of get the gist of how this call is going and how pushy this guy is. And you hear him say, if you want to cancel, take your stuff into a store and cancel. That's fine. And he just keeps asking him over and over. And as the call goes on, I've listened to the whole thing to the end. He's just persistent, and he won't listen to Ryan Block say, I just want to cancel. I don't owe you an explanation. And he says, you're being difficult this whole time. The customer service rep tells Ryan he's being difficult. And what this all comes down to is that there is a flaw in how this customer service whole thing is run. And what it comes down to is that these customer service reps, these retention reps, these ones that are meant to try and keep the customer, they know that keeping a customer paying is way easier than going out and getting a new customer. And so these customer service reps are compensated for keeping customers around, and they actually lose money if someone cancels the service on their call. They can actually get all the way down to minimum wage if they lose enough customers on their watch. And that's partly why he's suggesting, hey, go into the store and cancel. Go into the store, just don't do it right now. You can go into the store. He says it over and over. Basically, he wants Ryan to hang up and keep his service and not have the cancellation. And it almost gets to the point later in the call that he's just almost being annoying on purpose to try and get Ryan to hang up. He brings up over and over how they're the number one internet service. They're the number one cable provider. Why don't you want us? And it's one of these tactics that, and Ryan Block actually, he handled this in a really professional way. Obviously, he's in the spotlight, in tech news, in social media and all that stuff. And he said, I don't want this guy fired. After this whole thing went down and it all blew up, he said, I don't want this guy fired. I want Comcast to use this as a way to train their employees on what not to do. And so he handled it in a really, really good way. And I'm sure the customer service rep isn't a bad guy. This is his job. And incentives do a lot to people. And if you incentivize people to not have people cancel and get them and actually punish them when customers do cancel, it's obviously going to lead these customer service reps to do things that they wouldn't do normally if there weren't those incentives in place. And so I just thought this was extremely interesting. If you want to get the full audio, just Google search, actually, if you Google Comcast Call from Hell, you can probably find it. It's a SoundCloud file, and I want to say it's about 9 minutes long. And so I played you just 2 minutes there of the entire call. But I'm sure you guys have had these type of calls before. That's why I kind of want to bring it up on the show. It's because I know I have. I know I've had these calls with customer service reps, whether it be something I order on Amazon or whether it be my cable provider. And surprisingly, our cable provider here in Omaha is fantastic. I actually really like them. They're usually pretty fast. The only problem I had with them was when I first signed up is them getting out here to turn my cable on. But besides that, I mean, my cable company actually just doubled our speeds for free on all our tiers, so I couldn't complain about that. But everyone has had one of these customer service calls. And so what do you guys think about how customer service needs to be handled? That's what I want to know. I want to know, is there a way to even have good customer service? And one company that does it really well over and over again is Apple. And Apple continues to have the best rated customer service. You go into the Apple store, go up to make an appointment with the Genius Bar, and most of the time they're going to give you a free device. Most of the time they're going to fix your device for free. And if not, they're going to work with you really well to get it fixed. I can't tell you how many times I've had my iPhone replaced for little things. And the fact that they have stores people can go into, or even their customer service when you call in, is fantastic, and people love them. But what makes Apple different than Comcast? And it probably is a fact that Apple is more of a hardware company, and it's a lot easier just to swap out a piece of hardware than it is to get someone to keep paying monthly for a service. That might be part of it. But I think there's something about Apple's customer service that keeps them going and keep them being the top rated customer service, and something that Comcast definitely needs to learn from. I have never heard a single positive thing about Comcast customer service, and this article and this whole story becoming huge definitely does not help Comcast in the least. I think it's something that they did come out afterwards and they said, we're taking the appropriate steps. They personally called Ryan and Veronica. Now, who knows if that's because they're kind of prominent people in the tech industry. If that happened to one of us, who knows what would have happened. But they did apologize for it. They said it's being handled. But then I just kind of want to remind you guys that Ryan handled this in a really good way. He said, I don't want this guy fired. I want you guys to just learn from it. And hopefully that's what Comcast does. And hopefully they get rid of these punishments and incentive that really make these customer service representatives a pain in the butt to deal with. No one wants to call them. No one wants to deal with them. It's quite awful, actually. So the final news story I want to talk to you guys about was the Amazon Unlimited. So the story just came out a few days ago that Amazon, for the books, for the Kindle, is going to have an unlimited option for $9.99. Now, this does not include all of the titles. So before you go out and sign up, make sure you check what titles are available under the Unlimited and which ones are not. I was checking into some of the books I would want to read, and personally, a lot of mine were not on the Unlimited plan, so I won't be signing up for it. But for someone who wants to read maybe a lot of the classics, a lot of things that are going to be in there, signing up for a few months for $9, if you read, maybe you at least need to read about 2 to 3 books a month to make this worth it, to make it worth not just buying your single book whenever you want it. But it's the Amazon Unlimited plan. If you just go to Amazon.com, actually, it was on the front page the last time I was there. So check that out if you are a Kindle user. If you do like buying books through Amazon, it's worth giving a shot. Now, I don't think that this is going to be a huge hit because there's not as many books in there. A lot of people are comparing it to Netflix, where you pay a subscription for movies that, I wasn't really looking for that one. And they don't have the best hits. They don't have the new releases. But for someone that watches Netflix, for me at least, I'm not going on there to watch a specific movie usually. Usually I'm perusing through and I find something that I would like. So maybe for people who really enjoy reading a lot, this Amazon Unlimited plan might be worth it for them. They can go on there, subscribe, pay $10 a month, and just peruse and pick up a book and read it. So if you're that type of reader, this might be perfect for you. So that is what I wanted to let you guys know about that plan. Again, $9.99. It's on Amazon. Just go to Amazon.com, and it is going to be on that front page. And so the next I'm going to move into my tips and picks of the week. And so my pick of the week actually has been the last 2 weeks I have started watching a new show, and I always love telling you guys about other shows that I like. And this is thetechbuzz.net. And if you head over there, Steve and Mike run a fantastic show. I think there's actually a few shows, and so I apologize to TechBuzz if I'm getting this wrong because I'm a new viewer. But pretty much just go to thetechbuzz.net, exactly how it sounds, exactly how it's spelled, and check them out. I just watched them do an entire show on, what kind of equipment people need to start doing a live stream, which is extremely interesting to me because it's what I do. And so if that is at all interesting to you, go check them out. But I also have another announcement for you guys before I give you guys my tip of the week. My other announcement is that starting next week, I will actually be on WLMNradio.com. So that's WLMNradio.com. That is channel 98.5 FM in the, I think it's, the Blueville area of West Virginia. So if you guys are not in the Blueville area of West Virginia, definitely go online and you can watch and see me there. So what's going to happen is there's going to be syndicated, so they're going to have my video and my audio playing at random times throughout the night. But go and check out WLMNradio.com just to hear all the other stuff. I mean, they pretty much are on 24/7 having great content, great music, and now they're starting to do a lot more tech shows, and that's actually The Tech Buzz is on WLMN Radio. So go check them out. I'm super pumped that next week my stuff will be on there, and it'll be syndicated, so it won't be live. It'll be running throughout the week. It'll run my past show. So if that's at all interesting to you guys, check them out. And so now it is time for the tip of the week. And so my tip of the week is again for you iPhone users. And so what it is, I'm going to be teaching you guys what AirDrop is all about. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard about AirDrop, and if you haven't, what AirDrop is, it is a way to transfer data from one phone or iPad to another. Now, there is AirDrop on the computer and there's AirDrop on the phone, and they are separate as of now. Now, once the new versions of iOS 8 come out and Yosemite, hopefully they'll all be one, but as of now, they're separate. So this is strictly from phone to phone. But my use case for this was I was at a show last week, and I had my dog Petey there, like I've been showing you guys the past few weeks, my new puppy. And someone actually was sitting next to us, took a really cute picture of Petey, and he had an iPhone. And he's like, oh, look at this cute picture I took of your dog. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Can you send that to me? And instead of giving this complete stranger my phone number for him to send it, I said, hey, just turn on your AirDrop. And so I'm going to show you guys how to activate AirDrop right now. And so if you open up your phone and you scroll up from the bottom, there's that AirDrop button in the bottom left. Now you click it, and there is off, everyone, or contacts. And so I had there just hit everyone. That makes it available to everyone that's around you that has AirDrop. So if I wanted to share that voice memo, all I would do is go and click the share button like you do for anything else. And that AirDrop thing up top will have faces in it. It'll have their names. It'll have all of the people around you that are available for AirDrop. Sorry, I was turning off my my screen there, so I got a little distracted. But pretty much when you open up that AirDrop, you can send them anything. So I was sending a voice memo, but you can send a photo. So if you go to Photos and you go to Share, and if you have AirDrop on and so does the other person, their picture will show up, and you can click it, and you can click Send. They have to click Accept, but then you have sent them the photo. It's a great way to quickly share photos. I'm trying to think contact information, voice memos, map data, anything like that with people that are close to you, and especially with people that maybe you don't want to give your phone number to. So it's a very quick and convenient way to do that. But also, like I showed you, when you go and you swipe up from the bottom and you click that AirDrop, you can also do just contacts or off. So mine, 99% of the time is in the off mode because I'm not using AirDrop and I don't expect people to be sending me things randomly. But also, if I'm at a big concert venue where I don't want people to have access to it, I can do contacts only. So then only the people that are in my contacts have access to me through AirDrop. That pretty much wraps it up for tonight's show. If you guys want to support this show, if you guys think that what I give you is worth something to you, and if you guys want to support the show, I strongly suggest you guys go to patreon.com/WeagerTech, patreon.com/WeagerTech. Patreon is a way that you guys can give back to me. It's a way that people who consume certain content can give back to the producers. I support 2 of the shows that I listen to through there, and so for as little, you could do $1 a month. You can do whatever amount each month, and it's really easy to do. And so for as little as a candy bar a month, you could support this show, and that goes to support things like running my website, doing the streaming and equipment and stuff like that. So it all goes back into the show. All the money that comes in goes right back into the show. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's open mic night. If you guys like it, head on over to my website. It's WeagerTech.com, WIEGER tech.com. And you can also email me. My email is mike@WeagerTech.com. And don't be afraid to also tweet at me. My Twitter is M. Wieger at MWIEGER. I love tweeting with you guys. I love emailing with you. If you have any questions, tweets, anything, just let me know. But again, I look forward to seeing you guys next week, 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and it'll be on WLMNradio.com next week. So look forward to that. I'll have some really cool stories to talk about with you guys. But until I see you guys next week, tech on.